So here are the authors for this work. The paper is published in the Orbital, the Electronic Journal of Chemistry. It is having an impact factor of 1 for the year 2019, and it was received on 2018. It was then revised on 2019, and finally it is accepted by the journal in June 2020. So before going on to the paper directly, I would like to tell you that what contents I'm going to talk on today. The contents for this presentation are introduction, then we'll be looking towards material and method, result and discussion, conclusion, and the references. So first of all, looking towards the introduction, we've used linagliptin as our drug. It is yellowish white amorphous powder. It is a type 2 anti-diabetic drug, which is basically blocking DPP4, dipeptidyl peptidase 4. DPP4 is an enzyme which destroys the glucagon-like peptide 1. The glucagon-like peptide GLP-1, it is important for providing our body insulin whenever it is required by the body. Okay. So now in chemistry, what general criteria we follow for the study of drug is like we carry out the physical tests on the drug, like we carry out the solubility test, we carry out boiling point, melting point, and when we go for instrumentation part, the first instrument that we majorly use is like UV spectrophotometer. We carry out UV spectrophotometric determination. We determine the lambda max of the drug. Then further, if we want to study the drug more, we can go for separation techniques like HPLC, HPTLC, TLC, etc. Then further, we can go for NMR, mass, IR studies. So the most important thing when a drug is concerned is the stability of that drug, that the drug should be stable throughout the experimentation. Okay, so for these reasons stability testing is very important. So now what are the factors which can affect the stability of drug? Are temperature, it can be pH, the oxygen, light, moisture, what are the excipients, what are the additives which are included in the formulation. They play an important role for the stability of drug. So to determine the stability of drug, it is very important to carry out the stress testing. Okay, what does this stress testing helps? It helps us to know the intrinsic stability of drug. Along with it, we can identify the degradation products of that particular drug. All this testing is carried out with the help of guidelines which are provided by ICH, that is International Conference on Homogenization Guidelines. And these guidelines tells us that we should conduct the forced decomposition of drug. Okay, so this is what is the normal protocol that we follow in our chemistry lab. But beside this, there is a technique which is called as quality by design approach, which we can use to make our method robust. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you that what is the difference between quality by design approach and the conventional or the traditional method that we follow usually in the laboratory. When we go for conventional approach, that is our traditional approach that we follow in laboratories, there the experimentation, number of experimentation to be performed are more. The time required for the experimentation is more. Again, we cannot study the effect of factors on our responses. Now, I'll come to this point that what are factors and what are responses later during my presentation. So, but when we go for quality by design approach, all these techniques or all these factors effect can be studied with the help of quality by design approach. Again, the number of experiments to be performed are less. The time required to carry out the experiments are less. So it is very important to optimize the conditions using surface response methodology. Now, what this surface response methodology does, it first of all recognizes a region, and then into that region a response model is fitted, and that response model is then optimized. Okay, so using stability indicating method, what we can measure the active ingredients without the interference of degradation products. Now there were papers available on linagliptin, that for the estimation of linagliptin in the tablet formulation. That paper were based on HPTLC, HPLC for the determination of linagliptin, but we have not find out any paper which was focusing on the stability indicating ability of linagliptin. Again, the paper that were available were having higher runtime, the theoretical plates were less, and we then thought that it is worthwhile to select such a technique which can include quality by design concept along with making the method stability indicating one. Okay, so moving on to the materials and the methods, the chemicals, reagents and solutions which we have used, the first drug that we have used is linagliptin, which was gifted by Glenmark Pharmaceuticals Mumbai. Methanol of HPLC grade was purchased from Merck Chemicals, and triethylamine, orthophosphoric acid, hydrochloric acid, NaOH and 10% H2O2 was used. Then 0.3% TEA water was prepared by dissolving 0.3 ml of TEA in 100 ml of distilled water. So after that, we have carried out the wavelength determination. The wavelength was determined using UV visible spectrophotometer, where we have made a final concentration of 20 microgram per ml of the solution. For this, we have weighed approximately 10 mg of linagliptin, which was diluted to 50 ml with methanol, and for the 1 ml was diluted to 10 ml to make a final concentration of 20 microgram per ml. And this solution was then scanned at 200 to 400 nanometer using blank. Okay, so this is the spectra for linagliptin, where we've got the lambda max at 292 nanometer. After that, we have constructed the calibration curve for the range of 1 to 10 microgram per ml. All these solutions were prepared in methanol. Now moving on to the QBD part. So when we go for QBD, first of all, it is very important to design a method. What method we are going to design, that is important. For that method designing, it is required to select a technique first, where we are using technique high performance liquid chromatography, which was connected with photodiode array detector as an analytical technique. After that, analytical target profile was selected. Now analytical target profile is nothing but what we do in method development. Okay, whatever the method development we carry out, usually it is one of the tool, analytical target profile ATP is one of the tool for method development in quality by design method, and it is always also mentioned in the ICH Q8R guidelines. After that, selection of draft method conditions were done, where we have performed some trials on the linagliptins. So based upon the literature which was available, initially we have performed the experiments where we have used phosphate buffer and methanol as a mobile phase. We have used ACE column and the Primusil column for this, and the pH was set to 7.4. Okay, so by using this methods or by using these proportions, we didn't get the required graph, the proper peaks we have not getting. So for that, then we changed the mobile phase to the TEA solution and methanol, and the pH was set to 4.5. Now how this pH was set to 4.5, I'll be coming to that later. The isocratic elution program was selected for the optimization, and then we applied our first design, that is Plackett-Bowman design. This Plackett-Bowman design is majorly used for robustness testing, or to make any method robust, we can use Plackett-Bowman design. Now, depending upon how much, okay, so first let me tell you that Plackett-Bowman design contains two levels, +1 level and -1 level. Where is one is higher level and one is lower level. Okay, according to that we get 12 runs. So selection of factors and their levels were done. For that, we have selected 6 factors. We can select more factors also. We have selected 6 factors, out of which one was wavelength, other was flow rate, mobile phase organic, mobile phase aqueous. These are the ratios of mobile phase, that is volume of the mobile phase, then pH and the concentration of aqueous phase. For this, every factor we have 2 levels, +1 level and -1 level. Okay, हर फैक्टर के लिए हमको 2 लेवल्स मिलेंगी बिकॉज इट इज अ 2 लेवल डिजाइन। तो हर फैक्टर के लिए हमें 2 लेवल मिली। अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट सॉफ्टवेयर से हमें पता चला, वी हैव यूज्ड डिजाइन एक्सपर्ट 8 सॉफ्टवेयर फॉर परफॉर्मिंग द क्यूबिडी एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन। सो जो सॉफ्टवेयर से हमको ये मिला है वेवलेंथ के लिए, फ्लो रेट के लिए, दीज आर दिस वैल्यूज विच वी हैव गॉट फ्रॉम द सॉफ्टवेयर। ये सारे वैल्यूज मिले हमें सॉफ्टवेयर से। उसके बाद हमने क्या किया, वी हैव प्रिपेयर्ड अ स्टैंडर्ड स्टॉक सॉल्यूशन। For that we have prepared 4 microgram per ml of final solution and we have used it to inject into the HPLC. So after this method evaluation was carried out. Method evaluation में सबसे important part है risk assessment. तो ये जो भी डेटा आपको, ये जो भी टेबल दिख रहा है, it is obtained by the software only. ये सारा जनरेटेड डेटा है। यहाँ पे आपको दिख सकता है कि ये सीरियल नंबर्स दिए गए हैं। एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट देयर वर 12 रन्स, these are these 12 runs. Again, according to the software, it gives us a random run. It should not be like एक के बाद 2 ही आना। As you can see in the first column, standard runs, it is 9, 1, 8, 11. तो ऐसे रैंडम वे में हमको रन्स मिलते हैं। उसके बाद these are our factors that we have selected, ठीक है। अब जो मैंने बोला था कि फैक्टर्स रहते हैं और रिस्पॉन्सेज रहते हैं। तो फैक्टर्स मतलब कौन से फैक्टर्स, जो हमने फैक्टर्स सिलेक्ट किए। इट माइट बी यूर कॉलम कौन सा ले रहे हो आप, इट माइट बी आप वेवलेंथ कौन सी सिलेक्ट करने वाले हो, पीएच कौन सा सिलेक्ट करने वाले हो। इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू कौन सा फैक्टर आप डिसाइड करते हो, ठीक है। तो इसमें हमने जो फैक्टर्स लिए थे, दे आर मोबाइल फेज ऑर्गेनिक का वॉल्यूम 44 ml, फ्लो रेट 1.2 ml, पीएच 4.7, मोबाइल फेज एक्वियस 54, lambda max 287 and concentration was 0.1%. Now D1, D2, D3 and D5 are these are dummy factors. इन सब फैक्टर्स का हमारे रिस्पॉन्सेस पे या हमारे फैक्टर्स दूसरे फैक्टर्स पे कोई और फर्क नहीं गिरने वाला है। दिस डमी फैक्टर्स डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट, ओके। सो दिस इज इंजेक्शन नंबर 9, जिसमें आपका मोबाइल फेज का रेशो इतना रहेगा 54:44, जिसमें आपका फ्लो रेट विल बी 1.2 ml, जिसमें आपका पीएच विल बी 4.7, lambda max will be this much and concentration will be this much. Now as you can see in the second run, in the second injection, जो हम बोल सकते हैं रन की जगह इसको, सेकेंड इंजेक्शन में क्या हुआ, आपके जो पैरामीटर्स है एचपीएलसी के वो आपको चेंज करने पड़े। कॉन्सेंट्रेशन आपने 0.1 की जगह 0.3 लिया, यहाँ पे लैम्डा मैक्स चेंज हो गया। ये 3 चीजें सेम है, ये 3 चीजें चेंज हो गई, ठीक है। तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट हर 12 रन के लिए अलग अलग ये सारे फैक्टर्स जो है वो दिए गए हैं। अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट मैंने 12 इंजेक्शंस परफॉर्म किए एचपीएलसी में। when I injected this 12 injections into the HPLC, I will be getting some results. Now in HPLC results कौन से टर्म्स में मिलता है हमको, थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट्स के टर्म्स में, एरिया के टर्म्स में, आरटी असिमेट्री के टर्म्स में। तो ये रिजल्ट्स मतलब क्या है, दिस आर आवर रिस्पॉन्सेस, ठीक है। अब ये हो गए हमारे फैक्टर्स, ये हो गए हमारे रिस्पॉन्सेस। तो जो जो मैं इंजेक्शंस परफॉर्म करते जाने वाली हूँ उसके अकॉर्डिंग मुझे रिस्पॉन्सेस मिलने वाले हैं। ये सारे रिस्पॉन्सेस हमने क्या किए, ये जो डिजाइन मिली थी हमको डिजाइन एक्सपर्ट्स 8 से, इस डिजाइन में हमने ये रिस्पॉन्सेस को फीड कर दिया, ठीक है। After that we have summarized that what are the critical quality attributes, मतलब अभी critical quality attributes HPLC के लिए कौन से रहने वाले हैं। मेजरली हमारे फैक्टर्स रहेंगे कि हमने मोबाइल फेस कौन सा यूज किया, रेशो क्या था, बफर कौन सा यूज किया, पीएच क्या यूज किया, उसके बाद हमारा डाइल्यूएंट कौन सा था, कॉलम सिलेक्शन कौन सा था। ये हो गया हमारे क्रिटिकल क्वालिटी एट्रीब्यूट्स। ये क्रिटिकल क्वालिटी एट्रीब्यूट्स कैन अफेक्ट योर एरिया, कैन अफेक्ट योर आरटी, कैन अफेक्ट योर थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट, ओके। ये सारी चीजें, ये है क्रिटिकल क्वालिटी एट्रीब्यूट। क्रिटिकल क्यों है, क्योंकि दे हैव सम ऑफ देयर इफेक्ट ऑन योर रिस्पॉन्सेस। सो आफ्टर परफॉर्मिंग दिस वी हैव गॉट द रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम द डिजाइन इटसेल्फ, जो हमने प्लैकेट बर्मन डिजाइन यूज की। अब किसी डेटा हमने फीड कर दिया, अब इसके बाद वो रिजल्ट देने वाला है हमको। तो ये रिजल्ट किस फॉर्म में जनरेट किया उसने, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पैरेटो चार्ट, ठीक है। अब ये जो पैरेटो चार्ट है इसमें यू कैन सी दिस बोथ लाइंस, दिस इज ब्लैक लाइन, दिस इज रेड लाइन। ब्लैक जो लाइन है ये टी वैल्यू है, यहाँ पे जो टी वैल्यू दी होगी। अब ये है हमारे जिसका थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट्स पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ने वाला है ये देखने वाले हैं हम, ठीक है। अब जब मैं मेरे फैक्टर्स में से कोई भी चीज चेंज कर रही हूँ, मतलब जो मैंने 12 एक्सपेरिमेंट्स दैट आई हैव परफॉर्म्ड, इसमें से अगर मैंने कोई भी चीज चेंज की तो हो सकता है थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट्स चेंज हो। हर इंजेक्शन के लिए जैसे मैंने पहले बोला था, सिमेट्री के लिए उसका रिस्पॉन्स अलग हो सकता है, आरटी के लिए उसका रिस्पॉन्स अलग हो सकता है, एरिया के लिए उसका रिस्पॉन्स अलग हो सकता है, ठीक है। तो अभी हमको पैरेटो चार्ट के थ्रू हमको क्या पता चल रहा है कि आपके जो क्रिटिकल क्वालिटी एट्रीब्यूट्स है उनका इफेक्ट क्या होने वाला है थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट्स, असिमेट्री, आरटी एंड एरिया पे, ओके। सो व्हाट वी केम टू नो इज दैट ऑल दिस बार्स आर अंडर दिस टी वैल्यू का लाइन। अगर इसके बाहर जाते हैं मतलब देर इज any problem that we have to rectify and we have to correct, okay। so जब हमको इसके अंदर मिल रहे रिजल्ट्स मतलब ये डिजाइन हम फर्दर यूज कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो फॉर थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट्स इट वाज ओके, it was not, any bar is not going outside this line. For symmetry it is okay, but in case of retention time it is going beyond this line, the bar is going beyond the line. That indicates what, that one of the component या कोई तो भी ऐसा पैरामीटर है या ऐसा क्रिटिकल क्वालिटी एट्रीब्यूट है जिसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है, आपका आरटी जो है वो लिमिट के बाहर जा रहा है। For this purpose, to study again into the depth, what we have used another design which is Box-Behnken design, shortly termed as BBD, okay। अब बॉक्स बेंकन की जगह पे हम दूसरा भी डिजाइन यूज कर सकते हैं, सीसीडी जैसे सेंट्रल कंपोजिट डिजाइन इज आल्सो अवेलेबल। सो वी हैव सिलेक्टेड बॉक्स बेंकन डिजाइन फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ डिटरमाइनिंग द इंटरैक्शन इवैल्यूएशन, ओके। सो आपका आरटी पे ये जो अफेक्ट हुआ है, अगेन अगेन दिस Plackett-Bowman design can provide sometimes misleading results, so for that purpose we have gone for Box-Behnken design. So this is a multi-factor experimental design, Box-Behnken design, BBD. Here we have first of all selected the factors and responses as we have selected in for the Plackett-Bowman design. The factors which we have selected were proportion of organic solvent, flow rate, pH and concentration of aqueous phase. Now here you can see there are 3 levels. Box-Behnken design is a quadratic design. Quadratic means square, ठीक है, square शेप का आता है डिजाइन, एंड इट इज 3 लेवल डिजाइन जिसमें 3 लेवल रहने वाले हैं, लेवल 0, लेवल +1 एंड लेवल -1। Plackett-Bowman डिजाइन में हमको 2 लेवल मिल रहे थे, +1 एंड -1 लेवल, ओके। तो रिस्पॉन्सेस इसके, ये जो भी हमने फैक्टर सिलेक्ट किए हैं उसके लिए हमने रिस्पॉन्सेस कौन से सिलेक्ट किए, जो हमने Plackett-Bowman डिजाइन में सिलेक्ट किए थे वो सेम रिस्पॉन्सेस, थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट, टेलिंग फैक्टर, रिटेंशन टाइम एंड एरिया, ओके। So this is the acceptance criteria for this, and these are the factors according to the level. A proportion of organic 40 ml रहेगा, ऑर्गेनिक सॉल्वेंट का मतलब मिथेनॉल का वॉल्यूम। जब -1 पे जा रहे हैं हम तो 38 ml मिथेनॉल लेंगे हम, जब +1 पे जा रहे हैं तो 42 ml मिथेनॉल लेंगे, ओके। After that the design was selected, it was finalized and the design layout was selected. So we have used 4 factors. We have used Box-Behnken design. According to the 4 factors, we have get 29 experimentation. जैसे हमको Plackett-Bowman design में 12 runs मिले थे, here we have got 29 runs. 29 injections are to be performed. Okay. So जैसे मैंने पहले बोला आपको कि it is 3 level design having 4 factors we have selected. Total 29 runs were there. Out of which some runs were repeated, so we have not performed that runs. So 24 or 25 runs were performed, and we have used design experts 8, which I have already told you. Now what are independent and dependent variable? जैसा हमारा responses है, जो हमारे factors है, उसको दूसरे टर्म में हम बोल सकते हैं independent variables या dependent variables. Almost similar, ठीक है। So what are our independent variable? pH and concentration of aqueous phase. What are dependent variables? Dependent variables are theoretical plate, asymmetry, RT and area. So this is our design for the BVD. Similar जैसे हमारा Plackett-Bowman डिजाइन था वैसे ही ये है। इसमें आपको दिख रहा है कि यहाँ पे 4 फैक्टर्स है हमारे और ये है 4 रिस्पॉन्सेस। ये 4 फैक्टर्स कौन से है? ये फैक्टर्स है ये 4 रिस्पॉन्सेज है। ये डिजाइन हमको मिली सॉफ्टवेयर से, इसमें 29 रन्स थे। जस्ट लुक एट द सीरियल नंबर वाला कॉलम, हियर यू कैन सी टोटल 29 रन्स आर देयर, बट ऑल दीज रन्स आर परफॉर्म्ड इन अ रैंडम मैनर। ठीक है, तो 20th नंबर के इंजेक्शन के लिए मुझे ये सिलेक्ट करने थे पैरामीटर्स। 9th नंबर के लिए मेरा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन चेंज हो गया सॉल्वेंट का ऑर्गेनिक फेज के, फ्लो रेट मेरा वैसा ही है, पीएच अकॉर्डिंग टू पहले इंजेक्शन में 4.7 था, यहाँ पे चेंज हो गया, यहाँ पे एक्वेस फेज का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन भी चेंज हो गया। ठीक है, तो हर इंजेक्शन में चेंज होते जा रही है चीजें, अकॉर्डिंगली यू कैन सी द रिजल्ट्स इज आल्सो आर आल्सो गेटिंग चेंज्ड। So whatever the responses we have got, then we have feed it into the design. So after that, जैसे हमको मिला था प्लैकेट बर्मन डिजाइन में पैरेटो चार्ट, बॉक्स बेंकन डिजाइन में we are getting counter plot and surface response curves. Okay, all these design models were evaluated using ANOVA, lack of fit, residual plots, etc. Okay, so what is counter, these are the counter plots. ये जो कलर दिख रहे हैं आपको, this is for theoretical plate, this is for asymmetry, this one is for RT and this one is for area. ठीक है, ये चारों हमारे responses है, these are our dependent factors. ठीक है, जो हमारे इंडिपेंडेंट फैक्टर्स थे, अब उसमें से अगर हमने फ्लो रेट चेंज किया, if I am increasing the flow rate or I am increasing the concentration of mobile phase, what will happen? The number of theoretical plates will be decreasing. This diagram is telling us that अगर हमने flow rate या mobile phase का concentration change किया तो आपका theoretical plates कम होते जाने वाला है। यहाँ पे असिमेट्री पे अगर आपने फ्लो रेट चेंज किया तो असिमेट्री बढ़ते जाएगी, अगर आपने मोबाइल फेज ऑर्गेनिक का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन चेंज किया तो असिमेट्री कम होते जाएगी। देन नेक्स्ट इज फॉर आरटी, जैसे जैसे आप फ्लो रेट एंड मोबाइल फेज का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बढ़ाओगे, आरटी इज इंक्रीजिंग, रिटेंशन टाइम इज इंक्रीजिंग, एंड व्हेन फॉर सिमिलर फॉर द एरिया, एरिया वाज आल्सो गेटिंग डिक्रीजिंग। सो दिस is the heart of what we can say BVD, surface response curve. मैंने जैसे बोला था, इट इज अ क्वाड्रेटिक डिजाइन, सो यू कैन ऑब्जर्व दैट स्क्वायर मिला है हमको डिजाइन में। ठीक है, सो जो डिजाइन हमको मिली सॉफ्टवेयर से, इट इज अ लीनियर डिजाइन, इट इज लीनियर डिजाइन बिकॉज ऑफ विच वी गॉट दिस प्लेट, अदरवाइज वी कैन ऑल्सो ऑब्जर्व सम अम्ब्रेला लाइक स्ट्रक्चर हियर। सो यहाँ पे जो है, दिस यू कैन सी, यहाँ पे रेड डॉट दिख रहा है, इट इज अ डिजाइन स्पेस। डिजाइन स्पेस पे भी मैं फिर आऊंगी आगे जब हम देखेंगे ओवरले प्लॉट तक। So this is all about, this is the surface response curve for theoretical plate, for asymmetry and for RT. Okay, so ये surface response curve जो है, it produces a signal to noise ratio. अब signal to noise ratio जो produce किया गया, उसकी वैल्यू हमेशा मतलब 4 से ज्यादा आनी चाहिए। So theoretical plates का जो signal to noise रहेगा, उसका वैल्यू अगर 4 से ज्यादा है, so this design can be again further used for the optimization, otherwise we will have to change something. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हमने देखा कि सिग्नल टू नॉइज रेशियो थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट्स के लिए 6.9 है, फॉर आरटी इट इज 7.3, फॉर टेलिंग फैक्टर इज 17.953. ओके, सो विच आर ग्रेटर देन 4. दिस मीन्स दैट दिस मॉडल नाउ कैन बी यूज्ड टू नेविगेट द डिजाइन स्पेस, एंड काउंटर प्लॉट के बारे में आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड. So these are the final predicted values. It is an overlay plot. जैसे मैंने बोला था आपको डिजाइन स्पेस, तो दिस इज द डिजाइन स्पेस, जिसके दायरे में अगर आप चेंजेस कुछ भी कर रहे हो तो आपके जो रिजल्ट्स है आपको ऑप्टिमम मिलेंगे, क्योंकि हम ऑप्टिमाइज कर रहे हैं कंडीशंस को. ठीक है, तो हम इसके अंदर मतलब डिजाइन स्पेस के दायरे के अंदर यू कैन मेक अ लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस. पर अगर आपका कोई भी चीज डिजाइन स्पेस के बाहर जा रहा है तो आपको हो सकता है जो रिक्वायर्ड रिजल्ट्स है वो ना मिले. तो ये जो है x1 एंड x2, हियर यू कैन सी इन द व्हाइट बॉक्स, थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट्स जो है आपकी इतनी आनी चाहिए. जो हमने 29 रन्स परफॉर्म किए, अकॉर्डिंग टू उसका सब समराइज किया गया, उसका मीन कैलकुलेट किया गया, और उसके बाद ये पता किया गया बाय द डिजाइन इटसेल्फ ओनली, बाय द मॉडल इटसेल्फ ओनली, कि थ्योरेटिकल प्लेट्स शुड बी दिस मच, असिमेट्री शुड बी दिस मच, आरटी शुड बी दिस मच, एरिया शुड बी दिस मच. x1 इज द मोबाइल फेज ऑर्गेनिक का रेशो, मतलब आपका मिथेनॉल रहना चाहिए 40 ml. देन आपका फ्लो रेट जो रहना चाहिए, इट शुड बी 1 ml पर मिनट. Okay, so these are the finalized chromatographic conditions where we have used primacy C18 column, ambient temperature was selected, the mobile phase was 0.3% and TEA. तो यहाँ से आया है ये 0.3% TEA, methanol 60:40, volume by volume, where pH we have set 4.5, flow rate was 1 ml per minute, wavelength was 292 nanometer, which we have already discovered by the UV spectrophotometer using PDA detector, and the injection volume was 20 microliter. So now these are the final predicted values where you can see that these are dependent, मतलब ये हमारे response, तो ये है column indicates these are the predicted value, ठीक है, predicted मतलब जो आपके सॉफ्टवेयर ने दिए वो values है ये. Then these are the actual values which I have got after performing the injections. Okay, जब मैंने इंजेक्शन परफॉर्म किया तो मुझे जो वैल्यूज मिली which are it is almost similar to this. As you can see, theoretical plates चाहिए थे 15,000 के आसपास, 14 almost 15,000 के आसपास आ रहा है. Asymmetry should be this much आना चाहिए था, हमारी आसपास आ रही है, हमारा आ रहा है proper, and area is also almost it is similar to the predicted values given by the software. So these are the chromatogram for standard and for sample. ये अब जो हमने क्या किया, ऑप्टिमाइज कर दी मेथड. इस मेथड को हमने मेथड वैलिडेशन के लिए, मेथड वैलिडेशन पे उसके बाद यूज किया. फॉर मेथड वैलिडेशन वी हैव परफॉर्म्ड सिस्टम सुटेबिलिटी, 6 replicates were injected. We have got percent RSD 0.85. According to the guidelines, it should be less than 2%. तो हमारा less than 2% मतलब system suitability का values है वो. Now we have performed linearity where we have got correlation coefficient का value 0.9983. It should not be more than 1. Near to 0.999 आ रहा है, proper आ रहा है. Okay, so the linearity was performed at for 1 to 10 microgram per ml of the solutions. Assay was performed where we have got 99% of the result. After this, system precision and method precision was carried out. For this, the percent RSD should be less than 5% for system and method precision. According to guidelines, 5% से कम आना चाहिए. ये रिजल्ट आ रहे हैं हमारे 5% से, as you can see. Accurate 50%. Ruggedness was performed by analyst. Okay, this is the reading for percent RSD of ruggedness. Then intermediate precision was carried out for intraday and interday. Range was performed, which was found to be 0.9975. Then this is the lowest limit of detection for linagliptin is 0.5370 microgram, and the lowest limit of quantification of linagliptin is 1.6274 microgram. Now, once we are done with the validation part, then we applied this method to the degradation to study the stability parameters of the linagliptin, for which we have selected acidic medium, basic medium, neutral medium, and oxidative medium. Humidity studies was also carried out, and the heat, wet heat and dry heat studies were also carried out. For this purpose, we have weighed 1 mg of linagliptin tablet, approximately 1 mg. Then this powder was transferred to 10 ml of the volumetric flask. Into this dry linagliptin, we have added 1 ml of 1 normal HCl, 1 normal NaOH in 4 different flasks, 10% H2O2 and water. Then this flask were placed at 50 degrees Celsius at oven. Then the standard were withdrawn after 5 hours, and the sample was withdrawn in the interval of 1 hour for 5 hours. Okay, then volume walk was made up to the 10 ml. यहाँ पे जो था volumetric flask 10 ml का, इसमें हमने up to the mark volume make किया. उसके बाद we filter that. After filtering, we have made a final proportion of 6 microgram per ml concentration. So moving on to the result and discussion, we have already discussed the results for the method validation. Now it's time to discuss the results of stability indicating method. Now, as I've told you that इतनी सारी स्टडीज परफॉर्म की गई स्टेबिलिटी इंडिकेटिंग मेथड में. So from this results, we came to know that the drug was found to be degraded around 33% for acidic medium sample. I'm talking about the sample. The standard was found to be degraded around 29%. For alkali medium, the sample was found to be degraded for almost 10% was degraded. For alkali oxidative and neutral conditions, almost 10% sample was degraded. And standard was degraded. For neutral it is 1%, it is for oxidative it is 2%, for alkali it is 6%. Humidity study was performed where we have kept the drug in the humidity chamber for 15 days. Then we have take the drug out after 15 days, and we have checked the percent degradation. It was 1% for the sample. After 30 days, it was found to be degraded to around 6%. After that, wet heat and dry heat studies were carried out for the standard, and it was found to be 19% degraded. Then we have carried out peak purity analysis. In the peak purity analysis, we have got these results for acidic medium, for alkali, oxidative and neutral medium. Now, as you can see, the graphs, the peaks for the chromatograms for the acidic, alkali, oxidative and neutral conditions. The chromatograms are indicating that we have not observed any other peak than that of the linagliptin. No additional peak of the degradant was found. So these peaks are just because of the linagliptin only. After this, kinetic study was carried out, and it was observed that the drug followed first order kinetics for alkali medium, and for acidic, oxidative and neutral medium it followed zero order kinetics. These are the graphs for kinetic study. And then we finally concluded that whatever the drawbacks we were observing in the previous methods from the literature survey, what we can say that we have almost tried to overcome that disadvantages. In the previous method, the RT was longer, our RT is very less as compared to the previous method. Then theoretical plates जो कम मिलते थे, अभी हमारे इसमें प्रॉपर मिलने लगे जितने रिक्वायर्ड है, जैसे हमारे गाइडलाइंस में दिया अकॉर्डिंगली, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट. देन we have got a robust, a simple and fast method we have developed according to the ICH guidelines, and we have also carried out the stability studies on the linagliptin. So these are the references for this paper. Thank you.